You expect safety to be a top priority every time you fly. Well, tonight, there are growing concerns about sexual assaults in the air.
And tonight, Denver 7 is asking whether flight crews even have the training to handle it. Denver 7's Jace Larson investigates.
I was on my way to Uganda and on the flight from Seattle to Amsterdam.
Allison de Velatste boarded a flight last year that she will never forget.
And I was dozing off and I woke when the passenger next to me grabbed my crotch. I yelled and hit him.
Allison made it out of her seat and to a flight attendant for help.
The crew, I know, was doing so much. They were very supportive. What was very apparent was that they don't have training in how to handle this situation. One of the things they asked me right away was, what do you want us to do? And my response was, well, what are you supposed to do? Isn't there something you know to do?
Allison eventually found out the flight crew did not report or keep any record of her sexual assault. And what happened to her appears not to be an isolated incident.
The FBI tells us the number of sexual assaults that its agents investigated is going up. There were 40 in 2015 and 57 last year.
We wanted to find out how often assaults happen on flights to and from Denver. Well, the local FBI office here referred us to the United States Attorney's Office, where a spokesman said specific statistics are not kept. These big airlines at DIA told us they didn't have numbers of reported sexual assaults from their flights either. In fact, no federal agency tracks specific numbers.
There needs to be a heightened awareness for the flight crew, for the responders on the ground.
The union representing 50,000 flight attendants worldwide says that flight crews need training on how to handle reports of sexual assaults. The Association of Flight Attendants surveyed about 2,000 flight attendants, and 1 in 5 said they had had a passenger complain to them. And 56% of those surveyed said they didn't know of training or written guidance specific to sexual assault.
I think the most important thing is if you are getting on an airplane, you know that someone knows what to do if something bad happens to you.
The growing number of assaults on planes is now a topic of discussion on Capitol Hill. Washington State Senator Patty Murray co-sponsored a bill aimed at protecting flyers.
To require training for employees to know what to do, to require reporting, which currently doesn't happen, surprisingly.
That bill has not made it out of committee. Allison says she's now doing her part to put cases in the public eye. She started a Facebook campaign and says she's getting messages from people all over the world who say it happened to them too.
How many times is this happening that we don't know about?
The people busted for this often go to prison for less than a year. In one case, a man was sentenced to 6 months in prison. In another case, a man was sentenced to 10 months. In Denver, Jace Larson, Denver 7.